Okay, the truth is that most behaviors, negative behaviors, do not start in the home. They don't start in your small little home environment. Most of them start after a series of events have happened. And usually we can pick the series of events. If it wasn't a big change in their world, you didn't move, somebody didn't pass, there wasn't a divorce, it's always kind of some of the things, there wasn't an illness, then I'm going to ask these questions. Does your dog go to dog parks? 9 times out of 10, it's going to be one of these three things that is going to be the answer to what started these negative behaviors. Does your dog go to dog parks? If they do, first of all, dog parks are petri dishes, right? They're just cesspools of infections for dogs. When these different canine influenzas and giardia and all these things happen, it is typically dog park type material. So your dog might go to a dog park, walk around, it gets on their paws, right? And then they spread it to other places. So be aware of that. So that's first thing. Dog parks are gross. They're petri dishes. But the reason behaviorally I don't like dog parks is because it's just a bunch of dogs and we're pretending like dogs aren't pack animals. Like, what is that? This is not socialization. Dogs are pack animals. They need to understand the pack and the pack order, and you're their pack. So let's just say you're their pack. Why do you need that? You don't. You don't. That is not a social thing. It's a rugby match. The king of the hill wins, right? Number two, you think it's cute to let people and other dogs greet your dog on leash. Every time a stranger greets your dog on leash, human greets your canine on your leash, and they're on a leash, you are teaching your dog that that's what you want them to do. You want them to go up to people on leash. Now, some of the happy-go-lucky dogs are going to pull you over to go get a pet when they see a person they want to go to. Other dogs are going to learn reactivity towards people. I can't tell you which one your dog's going to learn because I don't know their personality, but they're going to learn one of those. And the third thing, if you come to me with a behavioral issue, the third thing that usually 99% of them fit into these three: dog parks, greeting on leash, and the third thing is they go to doggy daycares. They go to doggy daycares. Doggy daycares, 99% of the doggy daycares out there are unstructured free-for-alls. You walk in, there's 50 dogs to one handler. Oy vey. I mean, that puts me into such an anxious state. I can't even tell you. Here at Enzo's, it's 1-6. Our ratio is 1-6. My son, who's looking at daycares, was just looking at a human daycare, and it's a 1-7 ratio of human children, and these are toddlers, to teachers. So, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing daycares anymore. Daycares are anthropomorphizing your dog to the nth degree. Now, I will say we run a very structured daycare here. Our daycare is run just like our training program is run. So many dogs do come to our daycare. We call it daycare because what else am I going to call it? And it's structured. It's structured just like my dogs live their daily life. That's how, and we train the dogs to be. They know the structure. They know the routine. It's not a free-for-all. They're not just out there willy-nilly running around. They're working on their pack order. Every Wednesday, it's the same group. Every Tuesday, every Monday. Like, we have the same groups. It's not whoever walks in the door. Most daycares are whoever walks in the door, they take. I have people who work for me who said, like, they have 100 to 120 dogs a day at a lot of these daycares around here in the Pacific Northwest. I don't know how it is in other places, but it's very... I think in some areas they're not as popular, but in the Portland, Oregon area, they are very popular. It's kind of like a coffee shop and a brewery. You can find one on every corner. Same thing with the daycare. But 99% of them, like, it's just a moneymaker. That's all it is. So, but those are the three things. Like, your dog just got kicked out of daycare. Now you're coming to training. And all the behaviors that your dog has, they learned at that spot. They learned at the dog park. They learned by greeting on walks. Reactivity is huge. You're greeting another dog on a walk. And the third is at daycares. Really be careful. this over anthropomorphizing of our dogs has made it so we forgot that we're our dog's pack. So if you want the best out of your dog, the first thing you have to do is strengthen your inner pack. So my inner pack is me, my dog, my person, and my personal dogs. That's my pack. My pack can be around anybody else, any other people, any other dogs, but I'm their pack. I don't bring them to Enzo's to go and run around with other dogs. They might be in a social yard, yeah, but they're just hanging out, just doing their own thing. Nobody's roughhousing with them. Nobody's doing that because that's not what they do. They do that at home. It's ridiculous. But inner pack should be doing that. External packs should be able just to coexist with each other. That's what we're looking for here. Anyway, those of you who do those three things with your dogs, really think about it. Is it benefiting you and your dog? I'm going to say 90% of the time it's not. Love you. Hope this helps.